Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. The Blue Devils will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Touch pass on the run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar line.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That's super short.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Duke's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's going to go for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, you've got to start fast. Not just in this game. You've got to start the season fast. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Scrambling away. And the quarterback sometime, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Using his legs to buy some time. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. They've got the screen set up. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long, but dialed up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Fights off a defender. Jumped on top of the pile.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's still running after the move. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run.
Yes.
If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back goes in motion. They're trying to get to it. Oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Pitts. And he just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Joe.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and get the tip, get the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
On second down, he'll fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On second down, wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Just interrupted still.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going for 6.
Oh,
And
thank God he dropped that. Yeah, he got
They
lucky.
couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket starts
Get him! Thank you!
the pressure on him, and the
That's the
quarterback
way to end the
goes
half.
down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
What in the world?
The first down after a tough run there.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive? Get the running game going early in this
Shoot,
second.
hold on.
All right, hello? Okay, yeah, Discord must have been tweaking then because I did not hear one at all.
Absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Tackle him, man, come on.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality.
Yeah, I
setting your
saw it.
offense
Like
up in a
everybody
good
was still in the Discord, like around 1:30.
From the gun. The
Oh,
running back
that is.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You said what?
To the ground with the back.
Jesus,
Just
man.
inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take
Just
a
hold
sack
on,
back
okay?
at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing
Man,
man
so
coverage
won't-
in the back
won't-
end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It's a draw. Justin.
Thank you, man.
A couple down to the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but
if you talking about earlier, the
defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Come
Pulling
on.
away from pressure. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. And
Jesus, man, you got in the way.
Solid effort on that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun.
There we go.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Oh, he couldn't hold up his block.
Extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Oh, thank God. There we go.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running behind that left side. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal.
Hey, Jesus, man. What's wrong with me?
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Now we got to play
It's critical,
defense
David.
now.
Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense.
Tell everybody back off soon, because I think that's what we probably need to do.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Oh,
At the 35, he's open.
this
Gets
running
enough for
back
the
has been
first
carving
down.
us
Not sure
up.
they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Oh, the computer.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top.
We now winning right now, 14-13. Jeez, man, this running back been
Now from the 40, it's 1st
going
and
crazy
10.
on us.
He's going to pass. Good
How did he-
witness to grab it off the deflection. And he goes
What's
down.
this thing running back? Like, this dude is literally just going crazy on us, doing everything.
Completion sets him up on 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game.
Thank you. Somebody
Really
punched
nice
him,
stop
man.
there
Come
from
on.
this senior
All we need is
leader.
one stop now. Please, y'all.
Defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Come on,
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all
get to the
spring.
quarterback.
Just
Get to the...
so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now on second down. Now the play fake. And the pass.
Y'all got to pick that off. Y'all got to pick that off.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure.
Like, that's got to be a pick instead of batting the ball down at
Third
this
and
point.
short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first
What's the
down.
word?
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On second down, looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Come on, y'all. One stop.
On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Thank you. At least y'all stopped him right there. Thank you.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This game will come down
I'm
to
confident
this.
we can get down the field and score a
Try to
touchdown.
save them. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter
Down
take
by
the
2.
lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nope.
And the Tar Heels in the hurry up. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Leaves it with the back. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from first down on that one.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. A little screen to the running back.
I was trying to see.
Run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Give to the running back.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Give to the back. The Tar Heels get enough for the first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Out of the gun, the inside.
Oh, I thought he was going to pick him up.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are.
I gotta see how. I know what I'm gonna do.
But I gotta make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. And he got nothing in the line of scrimmage.
This game, no, it can do some fluky stuff.
Timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, trying to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Oh, I tweet.
Behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And he'll try to boot them into the lead in the final minute.
Oh!
And it's no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead.
Chicken just jagged us the game.
They got to make guys.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the 4th quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little...
We start every single season the same, man. We don't never start off strong.
Uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it.